Well, just back from a late screening of I Know What You Did last summer. Yeah, I did it. This iteration is directed by Jennifer Kaytin Robinson. She also co-wrote with Sam Lansky and devised the story with Leah McKendrick. The film is produced by Neil H. Moritz. It is executive produced by Karina Radaja, Jennifer Kaytin Robinson, and Jackie Chinu, and associate produced by Matt Gustafson. Chanda Dancy took care of the music. Cinematography was Elisha Christian. Sierra Hadia edits the piece, with Ashley Marks on casting. Production design is Courtney Angier and Hilary Angier. Oh, yes, those, I think they're sisters. They've done a lot of really great short horror films. I think I've covered them during Final Girls. I think it's Final Girls. But yeah, no, they're great, those two. I didn't even know they were involved. Art direction, we have Aisha K. Aziz, Virginia Berg, Loretta Cosgrove, and Patrick James Huell. Set decoration is Julia Altschul, Lisa Brennan, Kelly Falloon, with Marie Ann Seo as costume designs. Alright, so hair and makeup, special makeup, all of that jazz. We've got Colin Ware, Samantha Ward, Adina Sullivan, Georgina Ryland, Veronica Roderick, Morel McClory, Damian Martin, Tristan Lucas, Jennifer Lampe, Adam Johansson, Emily James, Anna Gray, Lane Friedman, and Chad Atkinson. So, who is in the film, right? Who's up in this? We have got Danica Richards is played by Madelyn Cline. Right, her boyfriend Teddy Spencer is played by Tyriq Withers. Her and her other boyfriend, fiance Wyatt, is played by Joshua Orpin. We've got her best friend Ava Brooks, played by Chase Sui Wonders. Ava's ex Milo Griffin is played by Jonah Hauer-King. Then there's their other friend, a strange friend, Stevie Ward, played by Sarah Pidgeon. We have got Teddy's dad, Grant, played by Bill Campbell. Teddy's mum, Jill, is played by Simone Annan. Who else do we have? Chief Roberts, played by Nick Farnell. Hannah Decker, played by Georgina Flood. There's Pastor Judah, played by Austin Nichols. Tyler, played by Gabriette. Julie James, played by Jennifer Love Hewitt. Ray Bronson, played by Freddie Prinze Jr. We have got who else? Neil, played by Nick Hardcastle. Officer Johnson, played by Luke Van Oos. Andrew, played by Isaiah Mustafa. Lee McKendrick is the newscaster. Oh my God. My mind is just like, yeah, Lee McKendrick. She made that really great comedy, Scrambled, I believe it was. Looked at it last year. That was fan-friggin-tastic. Jason, played by Todd G. Benanan. Courtney, played by Dahlia Rooney. Yeah, there's a surprise appearance at the very end that makes... I mean, it's just stupid. But that's that. Okay, so the gist is when 5 friends inadvertently cause a deadly car accident, they cover up their involvement and make a pact to keep it a secret rather than face the consequences. A year later, their past comes back to haunt them, and they're forced to confront a horrifying truth. Someone knows what they did last summer and is hell-bent on revenge. As one by one the friends are stalked by a killer, they discover this has happened before, and they turn to 2 survivors of the legendary Southport massacre of '97 for help. So yeah, that's the gist of things, right? Now, obviously, yeah, the first film came out in '97. There was another one. Oh shit, when did the other one come out? I think that was a year later. And then they did another one that came out in, I think, 2006. Right? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Boy, it's just milking the fuck out of a franchise. You know what I mean? That's what this is, people. It's milking the fuck out of a franchise that really doesn't need to be milked. I would say, hell no. No, it does not. Right? Because, boy, it's not good. And you know what? The whole thing was based on a book, right? That came out in 1973. In 1973, you know? Which I did, you know, I only found that out now. I did not know that until this point. But yeah, I remember seeing the first film, didn't love it. I can't remember if I feel I probably, you know, watched the second film, and yeah, I definitely did not like that. I didn't even go near the third film. All right, didn't bother with that one little bit. But, yeah, no, with these things, it's just like, hey, gotta check it out, right? See what's going on with it all. Oh, no, so my bad. You had the original in '97. Then you had the I Still Know What You Did Last Summer in '98. Then there was a TV series in 2021, but yes, there was a direct to video DVD, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, in 2006. So that's how all of these things broke down. But this one, right, so we start off and we got, you know, a wedding, a engagement party. So Danica's getting engaged and everyone's meeting up. And then they see an old friend who, for whatever reason, got kind of pushed out the circle. All right, so we have all of this. And that friend is convinced to come out, and shit goes down. right? Shit goes down. Like, firstly, just the thing that causes the thing is so dumb, right? Because I think you would just be, you ain't fucking around like that. So someone, even if the person is being stupid, you'd go grab that person, right? You go grab the person. But yeah, and also like the driver going rather fast, you know what I mean? But so we have this thing, and then obviously, right, you have all the people being like, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell." Oh. You know, when it's not even like it's explainable. That's the thing with something like this. You're not gonna go to jail. You can explain it away, right? It needs to be a thing that is just kind of like, there's no explaining that, right? There's no it's just like, you know, those fuck faces that push concrete blocks off of overlays, overpasses. That's what they're called, isn't it? That you can't explain that away, right? Just the thought of pushing it off, that's attempted murder, right? Because what else was gonna happen, right? So it needs to be something like that for you to go, right, I get why these little fuck faces ain't looking to tell no one. You feel me? So it's always a dodgy concept, right? Always a dodgy concept. But anyway, so we have this situation, and then boom, people start dying. It's generic. It's like there's nothing new here. So essentially, if you've enjoyed the previous films, if you enjoyed the TV show, right? If you like Final Destination, all of them things, you'll like it. It plays by the same beats, right? Otherwise, you're just gonna be rolling your eyes. Like, there's some jumpy moments, right? But it's never scary. And then there's also, you know, just those situations where the actual person could have got away, right? You'd be like, they could have got away. Like, why would you continue to do a thing, right? Don't make no sense, you know? And then, because there's something that, you know, you find out, and it's not believable, because everyone's got eyes. So we know what we saw. So you go, well, no one is going to believe that it's all said and done at this point, right? Because it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up, you know what I mean? So we have that. There's a cameo in here, and it's just a goofy, pointless cameo, right? Like, it didn't need to happen. I don't think anyone really gives a fuck, you know? I mean, the character has other franchises where you're just like, oh yeah, like, it would make more sense for them to appear in that than this. You know, so we have that. Like, again, you just have these scenarios that make, like, there's a bit when well, one of the characters, they have a straight, then they have her fooling around with another girl, and then they have her back with a dude, and you're just like, what are we doing here? Because it's just like, have you just thrown this in here to be like, look, we're inclusive? Because like, none of these characters have a modicum of depth. So, you know what I mean? Playing around with something, like, it's just, there's no reason for it. And even the whole playing around with dude bit, like, you could still tell the same story without that scene. And the scene is stupid because it's just like, choke me. And then the dude's like, oh, I need to take a second. And you're just like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The dude, he's either gonna choke her, right? And be like, yeah, I'll call you some names. I'll do whatever you want me to do. That's what I'm doing, right? So he's even gonna do that, or it's just gonna be, yo, you weirdo, nah, but still lay it down. You feel me? Like, it's, you just don't buy this dopey scenario that they try to paint. You feel me? There's a weird bit at the beginning. Two dudes, and they're talking. And it's two straight dudes, right? And one of them calls the other one daddy. And I'm just like, I don't know. Well, maybe it's just the people I hang with, but no one's calling each other daddy. Like, that's like, what? What is that? That's some weird shit. Weird shit, right? Because you say you want to get fucked by your dad? Like, what? I don't even understand that. That was some oddness. But yeah, the film's odd. Weird. Like, a lot of the dialogue is, it doesn't feel like natural people talking. Right? Maybe if you live in Southport, right, you're like, oh yeah, that's how everyone talks. I'm assuming Southport's real. Maybe it's a made up spot. I don't know. But maybe people in a crazy part of the States talk like this. I haven't come across them. But yeah, the way some of the interactions are, it's weird. But as I said, I didn't enjoy the first two films, so technically this ain't made for me. So I think if you probably enjoyed those, you probably don't have an issue with any of this stuff. You'll be like, yes, I buy these characters. Ha, that was funny. And the way he called him that, like, you might like it all. It is what it is. It's all good, baby. You know what I mean? For me, it was just, yeah. And we get another cameo at the end, right? So you have the credits, you have the bit, and then after the credits play a little bit longer, we get this other cut scene that I don't even know why it's there, right? I don't know why it's there. It kind of feels, are you trying to set this up for another film? Right? I don't know, but yeah. I Know What You Did Last Summer is out, and I am sure some people will enjoy it. So yeah, if it sounds like it's for you, it's in cinemas right now. And I will say, when it comes to the direction, all of that is, it's fine, essentially. There's no real issues with the direction or anything like that. It's just the story is goofy as shit. Yeah? But people like goofy. So, hey, again, if you like the previous films, if you like Final Destination, right? We just rebooted that. The Scream franchise is doing all of whatever it's doing. So if you like those films, this is all you. All right? So I still know. Unfortunately, I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's what it should be called. But yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. The 2025 edition, it's out right